Introduction to the international marketing is what we will be talking in this very short video. It's just an introduction, mind you, and we're talking about international marketing. Nevertheless, the top 10 US players in global game. What is they? Their examples are ExxonMobil, IBM, Ford Motors, General Electric, Texaco, Citigroup, Hewlett Packard, Walmart stores, Compaq Computers, and look at the revenues that they are getting. The foreign revenues in terms of millions and in terms of percentages, mind blowing. If you look into it, nothing except for Walmart stores, which doesn't have much of an operation outside, they have the lowest foreign revenues of approximately 13.8 percentage. The foreign assets similarly, look at the total foreign assets and the foreign profit thereby. It is simply unavoidable situation. You have to go global if you want to make much more of a profit. The foreign acquisition, let's say, of US companies, you look at what foreign acquisition, but the best food have been occupied by companies from UK. The Ben and Jerry's ice cream again from UK. Alpo Pet Food by Swiss company. Pillsbury by UK. Burger King by UK. We have Random House Publishing been occupied by Germany. The Chrysalis Auto in Germany. Australia have taken TV Guide, New York Post, and LA Dodgers, the sporting club. We are talking about it. Similarly, for UK, if you look into the segment, UK has invested a lot of money in USA, and their companies have been owned. Similarly, for France, owning a Seagram, the alcohol beverage they buy. So leading world trading countries, if you look into it, the European Union is the topmost in terms of export and import. In totality, more than 5,000 billions of sales that is happening. US followed by US, Germany, Japan, United Kingdom, France, Italy, and look at it, all advanced countries, all advancing economies, all developed economies are there. You won't find anybody called from the middle income also. Let's say South Korea or Mexico, to us to downtrodden stages. The influences in US, one out of every three US farm acres is produced for export. That means one third in totality. One of every six US manufacturing jobs produces for export. Absolutely. One of every $7 we spend in US sales goes abroad as an investment. One of every three cars, nine of every 10 TVs, two out of three suits, and every VCR sold in US is imported. And see what is happening with US market also. Things have been imported from overseas. Let's say Japan, Germany, Europe. Travel and tourism is number one sources of foreign exchange reserve for US. One of every $4, that's one fourth of every US bond notes are issued to foreigners. The scope and the challenge, the internationalizations of the US business, the international marketing. International marketing is concerned with planning, conducting with transaction across international borders to satisfy the objectives of the organization thereby, and that is what we are looking. Question is, why should we study international marketing? The answer is because we are trending towards a global economy. No longer it is enough to look at the domestic economy. The global world is shrinking. Market across the world is being sought after by more competitors. It makes sense to be aware of international marketing. It makes sense to branch out. Explosions of international trade. Global linkages are becoming important day by day, which are binding by countries. If you look into it, not a single continent has been left. Australia, Asia, Africa, South America, North America. World trades open up, entirely new business horizon. A freeze in Brazil and its effects of coffee production will be felt across the world. The price of the coffee will skyrocket. A decline in the value of Mexican pesos will affect the financial market in all emerging economies, impact Poland, Hungary, and Czech Republic thereby. So yes, we are talking about new changes that is happening in Australia, Canada, Japan, USA. Everywhere we are talking about the scope is changing. William Mechanic, president of 20th century, says what? If we only distributed pictures in US, we would lose money. It takes the whole world now to make the economics of making work. George McFisher says the theorem of Eastman Kodak Company, half of the people in the world would have to take their first picture. The opportunity is huge and there's nothing fancy. We just have to sell yellow boxes to them. As for the Kodak camera is concerned, invented here, made elsewhere. Look at phonographs. Invented in USA, has been produced somewhere else. Color TVs, audio tape recorders, video tape recorders, machine tools, telephones, semiconductor chips, computer, What are we looking into it? We are talking about billions and billions of dollars which has been there. The intra trade has been rampant everywhere. Talk about Asia, talk about the rest of the world, talk about America, Western Europe. Pause this thing, and this is an age-old data that I'm showing it to you. Approximately 20 years back, this was happening. Now, believe me, my dear audiences, this is a harsh reality. You may produce anything in Africa, it will reach my table, my coffee table, as soon as it is reaching yours. There are no time lag. Fruit produced in New Zealand would be at your doorsteps. Fruit producing in Australia would be at your doorstep. Fruit producing in America would be at your doorstep. Similarly, whatever your produces are all about is at their doorstep within no time lag. The scope and the challenges comparing the domestic and the international marketing, if say so. Similarity, both carry transaction. That means the requirement of the individual, the needs of the organization. Differences, international marketing has growth potential, immense growth potential. Some tasks associated with international marketing are not included or are not intense than the domestic marketing. Example, cultural research, political factors, exchange rate, trade laws, long distance distribution. So why is the US share of trade is declining? Because it's the lack of awareness of the importance of the world market. More intense foreign competitions are blowing. More modern production facilities have been built at lower cost, at half the price. How US can compete? Did I say pitfalls of international marketing? Given the higher labor cost, modernization, automation, investment in research and development, managed services, use foreign labor in manufacturing per se, and how to go ahead with it. We should be going international. We should have the marketing concepts of international basis on the international basis. So what we are looking around here, we are talking about international marketing concept per se. We are looking at the domestic market and the APRG schema. So what is it all to talk about it? We are talking about the domestic market, multi-domestic market, the global market. Now, EPRG is what? It's all about ethnocentric, polycentric, and regiocentric schemes that goes around it. Concept of domestic market is fully focused in and around it. You can have multi-domestic market within a country, within a global marketing framework. But what about EPRG, like ethnocentric, polycentric, and regiocentric or geocentric regions? Now, this is multi-country marketing. This is a country, and we are going to north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast, and so on and so forth. But what is global marketing? Everybody is interacting everywhere. This is a globe which goes everywhere. It is not this way. It is both ways altogether. So that's the international and global marketing is all about it. International business is all about international marketing, international finance, international management, and in between the conjunction is the trade that happening around it. This is what international marketing and global marketing would revive like it. What about the global marketing? This is a part of the international marketing, part of which is just a global marketing. The international trade might be minuscule, the international finances might be overlapping, but believe me, the international marketing and the global marketing field of study is immense. With this, I come to an end of this video. Thank you for watching the same.